long have you guys been playing as a band together?
As a band, 5 years.
5 years now.
5 years.
Yeah.
So you guys are very young, but at the same time, you guys are kind of veterans because you've been together for a long time.
Yes.
Right? And what was the best show you ever done together?
Show.
That is a very
really
difficult
hard question.
I think, Rock Parte was a very special place in my heart because it was the very first time that I played in the rain.
Yeah, that was
really
raining.
Cool.
We played in the rain. It's like, so it was just like, but performance-wise,
it was great.
Parte was great.
And the audience.
We were kind of nervous because, altura. How do you say that? The sea level thing.
Ah, okay. Like, the height, the elevation. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
But it's pretty.
Yeah, we were worried that it wouldn't.
We had to train here in Monterrey. Like we exercised with like in Mexico City, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It was worse in Colombia. It was worse in Colombia. So we were really worried. So, but no, it was great.
Monterrey is sea level, right? Do you guys have a beach? I don't know the geography.
No, we don't have a beach, but it's lower. It's low.
Right. So you guys had to practice the whole breathing thing because of the altitude. Okay.
Yeah. The altitude. That's
we had to prepare a lot, but it was a great show.
It was one of
that was almost a year ago.
It was almost a year ago. It's already gonna be July. I can't wait. But yeah, Rock Parte was one of the best ones that we had.
And which one was the worst show you've ever played together?
Worst show. You can say it. I think.
I do not remember.
The one of your drum kit has.
But I do not know which city it was.
Zacatecas.
Okay, one time we played it in a city here in Mexico called Zacatecas. And it was our own little tour. It was a 3-day tour.
And don't get us wrong, like the audience and the show was amazing.
Everything was great. But the venue was pretty funky. I had a drum set that was literally falling apart. And we had like 2 cables where like the venue had like, so we had to bring a lot of stuff in. It was crazy. But I mean, we managed to pull it through. It was fun. There was like a piece of acrylic on the floor. And we were slipping. Like, we couldn't move without. It was everywhere. It was a very weird situation.
I think I almost killed you with the thing of the. No, you killed me with the
bass.
The bass. You almost hit me in the head. It was like a very.
Now that you look back at it, it's pretty funny. But at that moment, we were like, "What are we gonna do?" But everything turned out okay. Yes.
So. All right. So you guys, you have the 2 CDs, right? 21st Century Bloods. The second one, Queen of the Murder Scene, and you released a song in Spanish, Narcisista, right?
Narcisista.
And that's going to be I'm sorry. Is that going to be the name of your next album, or is it just the single?
No,
it's just a single.
It's just a single. We don't have a name for the album yet.
Yes, but, for the new album. But yeah, we are very proud of that song. Actually, it's our first ever release in Spanish, which is our native language, and which
is a bit hard to write.
Yes,
that's why we hadn't released.
That's another thing that I thought was interesting. It's because I was thinking about this. You guys fell in love with music at an early age, and you guys decided that's what you wanted to do, and you guys are very driven. You know, I was researching to do this interview, and you guys talk about all the teachers that you had. And so you guys have been intensively trying to get better at your instruments, become more proficient. But at the same time, I saw an interview, I think Alejandra was 10 years old at the interview, and the 3 of you were speaking English fluently. And I was like, how do they find time not only to work on the instruments, but to learn a second language? Because I imagine if Mexico is anything like Brazil, not a lot of people speak English on a day-to-day basis. So this is something that you guys had to work on too as well, right?
Kind of. Yes, we live Nuevo León, which is where the state that we live in. It's the border state to the U.S.
Yes.
So to Texas. Right below Texas. We're right below Texas. We're like 3 hours away from Texas. So it's a pretty Americanized city.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of bilingual schools here in Monterrey. And we learned English since we were kids.
Yeah.
Since we were babies. So, but we didn't speak it like extremely well. If you see our first interviews in English, we have like sometimes it's pretty hard to understand what we're saying. So it's something that we like started
to
perfecting
get used to.
over time. Like
especially singing in English also, it's a very big in our first
like in the
song,
EP, you can hear our struggle with the English language. But
since we were tiny, we watched the TV in English. We read a lot in English.
And most importantly, the music that we heard most of the time was in English. So the moment that we started writing, it was the first thing that came out. It was like, oh, it's in English.
So it's easier for you to write in English than it is to write in Spanish.
Yeah. As weird as that sounds, it's true.
It does sound weird.
It's a hard language to write in because there are very complicated words for it's just really hard for it to sound like not cringy, not cheesy.
And to say something, you actually have to say like a very big sentence to actually like convey
and
one
the words
meaning.
Are very long, and it's just
to phrase something in a song with a melody that stays like kind of repetitive, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, and there are people that pull it off perfectly. We just struggle with it a lot.
Yeah.
And English just came very natural because we had heard so many examples of it being done. So it was very easy for us to write in English. And of course, easier.
It's still a challenge.
But when we first started writing, of course, you can hear like the evolution. I don't know how to
evolution.
The change of our lyrics. I mean, at first they were like. It was the first time that we were writing. But as we keep understanding this language more, of course, we can start like using different words, conveying different feelings, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's something that we have worked on for a long time. So.
Very nice. And what are your influences? Like what kind of
music?
Yeah, what kind of music and what artists do you guys get your influences from?
Okay,
there are a lot.
Like I think that one of the our biggest influences can be like Muse,
definitely Muse,
Queen,
the Killers.
We also really
AC/DC.
Like just
we grew up with all that, and then we kind of like experimented on our own what kind of music we are driven to
while listening. And we just like music in general. We always listen to a lot of different types of music. We always listen to classical music, rock music, pop music. It was just always a very musical household.
And we try to listen to everything so we can like get ideas from everywhere and kind of comprehend what's going on everywhere.
Yeah, and the musicality in every single little genre, because there's so many good things in other genres that are great to implement in the rock genre, so that's what we kind of try to do, just get inspired by everything that we listen to and then just translate it in our own way into our music.
And within Mexican music, who is like your influence?
Mexican music.
Okay. We didn't do a lot of it.
No, we did. I'd say Café Tacuba.
I like Café Tacuba.
Café Tacuba is amazing.
I like Zurdok.
Zurdok is great too.
I'm trying to think of another artist that I really like.
Because there's a lot of in Spanish but they're not Mexican.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think those two are good examples.
Those two are great.
Oh no, you already said Café Tacuba.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see what else I have here for you guys. The new CD. Have you guys recorded the songs yet? Are you done with this, or are you still creating?
No, okay, so like the pandemic kind of came and ruined everything.
Yeah.
We were supposed to record earlier this year. But
right now, actually.
Yeah. We were supposed to record earlier, and then we pushed it back, and we were like, hey, around this time we were going to record. But yeah, I mean, I think still we've had more time to work on the songs, perfect them.
Yeah. But we already have them.
But we already have them.
We're
just waiting to see how things evolve. See when we're going to be able to go out
into the studio.
And,
so the CD, the album's not going to be out before your tour to North America, right?
Probably not. I don't think so.
The first thing we're going to do when we're able to, get out of quarantine is record the CD.
Because it's already been it's already been a year.
It's been done since December.
Oh yeah, we've had the music since December. all produced and everything. So
oh wow,
we're just waiting to record. So as soon as we can, we'll get it done.
And maybe we have been considering, what to do, or maybe be able to record a song and just release it, or just
we're seeing all the options that we have at the moment, but they're not that many. Yeah.
And all right, I made a list of songs here. I want to know who wrote "Sinister Smiles."
Okay. The one we
did it together.
I started it,
but the idea came from Paul's head.
Yeah.
No, the song, I don't know in what terms you're talking about, but lyrics, we wrote it all together,
and it was the most stressful song to write ever.
The most stressful song.
Because we had
we wrote the whole
completely
song.
different lyrics. We had the lyrics were completely different. We had a different song, lyric wise, and we had to
we changed it all.
We did all the song, from start to finish, every lyric.
I think that's my favorite song.
Really? Thank you.
I also like "Survive." It's I'm in doubt if it's "Sinister Smiles" or "Survive." And "Dust to Dust." That's another nice song.
Hey, those are very cool songs. They're also one of the songs I really enjoy. Yeah.
I like because I am a drummer, so I was listening to Paulina play, and she has this double bass thing she does in "Sinister Smiles," right? And it's a double bass groove, and she's singing and playing at the same time. I was like, how the hell does she do that?
Nobody has ever noticed that it's a double bass drum. It's almost throughout the whole song.
Really?
Yeah, I played double bass in the chorus, in the verse, and in a fill. But yeah, it's a really fun. It was a challenging song to play, and I still get really nervous when I play live because in that verse, while I'm doing the double bass drum thingy and I'm singing, I sweat. I get so anxious about it because when we started playing it, I was really bad at it. I could not coordinate it at all. And Ale, I do not know if people will notice this, but every time we play it live, Ale is always I can see it in her body language. She's paying attention if I'm gonna mess up or not, and it's very stressful.
She struggles a lot.
Now she can do it very well.
And when she does it right, she actually
but when I do it wrong, she's like, "Ooh, you did it wrong."
She's adding to the pressure. That doesn't help. Guys, when are you coming to Brazil? We would really like to see you guys playing around
I
here.
would love to.
Me too. Actually, it's one of your
Oh yeah, goals. It's my bucket list. I really want to go and play in Brazil.
Well, when you guys come, please let me know because I would love to see you guys playing live.
Oh yes, of course. It'd be so cool.
Yeah. Yes, and I think actually there is a friend of mine. He writes for the website, and he wrote a piece. He wrote an article talking about the new rock, right? Because a lot of the older people like me, they say, rock doesn't exist anymore. Rock is dead. They don't make it like they used to anymore. So he wrote a piece talking about how people that say this, that's because they don't know the new bands that are out there because there are a lot of good bands doing a lot of great music. And he mentioned you guys by name. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, what the hell is this, The Warning Guys? And she's like, he's like, yeah, watch. Listen, it's a power trio, 3 sisters, and they're great. And he was right. You guys are amazing. I really loved your music. And it's one of those things. You guys have the total package, right? Because sometimes you meet musicians, they're incredible musicians, but they can't write music. And then you meet incredible songwriters who can't play very well. And then you meet people that can do both things, but they have no stage presence, they have no charisma. So when you find a group of people that have all these things, it's really amazing. And I think you guys have all of that. You guys are a great band.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys. I thank you very much for your interview. We're going to take a couple weeks we're going to have to put subtitles in Portuguese for our fans to read it. But as soon as we release this, we'll send you a notification on Instagram and things like that.
Yes, and we can share it.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. It was great.
All right, bye-bye.
We'll see you.